Everyone, hope everything is going well. I wanted to do an update on the silver crash. Once again, congrats to all the silver stackers. I've been doing this since 2010, 2011, and I've gotten rid of a lot of my bullion. And I'm not telling you what to do. With volatility like this, when silver crashes from 120 to 85, basically in a very short time frame, and CME raising margins, there's going to be a lot of volatility. Some people that were very leveraged to the upside, they may be dumping. They may not be able to deal with the CME margins coming at the end of Monday. Who knows? But I wanted to look at specifically some of these dealers. And I could look at some of the places that I've purchased from in the past. There's APMEX. And this is quite interesting what's going on in APMEX. This is what he says. Orders are expected to be shipped from within 8 days from payment received date. And customers that sell to us, they will be processed and funded in 8 business days. Okay? And right now there are restrictions. And they're saying when selling to APMEX, order minimums will increase to, they're selling, okay, to $20,000. That's a lot. And when buying from APMEX, we will maintain our 500 minimum on our website. And it's taking 8 days. Now, my question is, do they have financial issues or they just have an excessive amount of volume? That's what is going on in the back of my head, because a lot of people did not expect to go this high, and a lot of people right now are selling. If you go to any bullion dealer, they have a lot of calls. Try getting them on the phone. You hear another phone in the background. Okay? JM Bullion website. High demand is causing delays in processing, shipping, and customer support response times. Okay? That's what you're seeing. If you wanted to buy on APMEX website, by the way, you look at Silver Eagles, that's in high demand. You can look at whatever it is, Silver Eagles. As low as 100 if you're buying 1,500 ounces of silver, and for 1 ounce of silver, it's 102. If you're buying the 20, it's like 102.10. Okay, so that's what you could get on APMEX. Let's look at JM Bullion. JM Bullion used to do like free shipping all the time. Man, you should have taken advantage of it back in the day. Could have done a lot of great things. Could have made a huge profit. Whoa, am I seeing this proof? I don't want to look at this. Eagles, all uncirculated Silver Eagles. It's about the latest year 100. If you look at 2021, as low as $107. Oh man, that is more than APMEX. Let's look at Gainesville Coins. Gainesville Coins, I used to buy from them all the time. Or I used to buy from them back in the day. But let's take a look at what they're saying. This is weird, what they're saying. APMEX was okay with 8 days. I could handle that. In order to maintain our extremely low pricing, we do not maintain in-house inventory. Upon your purchase, we source commodities from our various suppliers. Therefore, please allow 8 to 10 weeks for your items to ship. 8 to 10 weeks? Damn. Unless additional delays beyond our control arise. For orders, please allow 8 to 10 weeks after the check has cleared. Due to the price of metals, orders may need to be split up into multiple packages for insurance purposes. Wow. What? So why does it take 8 to 10 weeks? Do they have cash flow problems? Do they have too many people working? That seems like a cash flow issue in my opinion, but I'm not going to make any assumptions there, but it's 2026. One Silver Eagle costs $92.39. It costs cheap. Now, are they doing this? Are they trying to source the price while the Silver Eagles have gone crazy? And since they don't have that much inventory, is it like a Ponzi scheme where they're getting paid for the silver and people are paying cheaper than everybody else, but the situation could be, are they underwater when they're trying to deliver to their customer? So say like a week ago, silver was at 120 at the peak, right? And they say they sell it at $8 less. And it's like $108. What if in a couple weeks, or like within like 6 to 8 weeks, they're supposed to ship and the price of silver has gone to 150 and they're trying to source that silver and the customer only paid, once again, 112? Are they having issues with that? And you could go back even like last month. Were people buying it at 57, but then the spot price they're buying on the secondary market was at 79? I'm just wondering what's going on with GameStop, because GameStop has been historically cheaper. And it works when there isn't volatility, but when volatility like this, with swings of $10 to $15, some of these places are in trouble. I looked at some of these dealers in my area, and what they're saying, one of them that I have done business for over 10 years, they say that they're buying silver right now at $82 in Eagle. Right now, silver was like 85, 86. So that's an appropriate price. Just based on the conversation that I had with him, if they're buying at that premium, at that price, I would assume that they are doing better than other places. Where like my mom lives, I called a shop there by there. That shop is not buying anything right now. And I think that's smart. That is very interesting. Not buying at all. And was buying way back when people were selling left and right, and now he may have financial issues and may not want to deal with the volatility and the headache that comes with it. Totally understand. Now, what happens, like with some other places? One time I did a business deal with this one dealer, kind of by me, by 20 minutes. Before, he was willing to pay 95% compared to spot. Now he told me he's paying $15 less than spot. And what's $15 less than spot right now? So let's just do the math. 70 divided by 85 about. He's paying about 18% less than the market rate. Before, he was willing to pay 95%. That tells me that he doesn't like the volatility in the market, or he's having some financial issues, but he still can buy back. Okay. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting there. And one place that I called did not respond to me. So that's quite interesting. Last thing I wanted to leave with is AppMax says that it's going to take 8 days to process order. However, if you look at it, you have to see that they sell on eBay too. So is AppMax just having issues because there's a lot more volume going on the buy and the sell side? Could be. He wants to this guy also says on his website a few items or a few bullet points. Last week, from an order count standpoint, it was the fourth highest week in our history and 40% higher than the week prior. For reference, an average order count is normally half last week's volume. On the purchasing side, with the change to a 10K minimum, we've seen a 20% drop in tickets while purchasing dollars are still up. Even with the 20% drop, purchasing tickets are still our top 5 in our country. Demand for silver as a percentage of revenue hit an all-time high last week. So it seems that places like APMEX that may have like the strongest hands buying up could have like $100,000 orders, I would have to imagine. I would take it that they're doing well. Once again, they just probably have staffing issues because of the volume, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. But like, I don't want to spread rumors about Gainesville, but it just seems weird. Why does it take 8 weeks to get your order? They need to start raising prices to avoid, and during this time, and then they could do whatever they want with a low vol situation. But I don't know what's going on. They're trying to buy in the secondary market, and I think they're having issues because of this volatility. Now, if people are buying at like 117 or not 117, like 110 at the peak, they may be waiting for this to crash to like 50, and then maybe they go to like APMEX and they get the product from APMEX within a week, and they buy it at like 75, 80, whatever, and then they're good financially. They could fulfill that order. That could be what's going on with Gainesville, but who knows? I do think that some of these dealers are going to go bust, just like the one near my mom's house. It's like they're not even buying. I think they could just be having issues because they bought too much. And you see these videos popping up on YouTube. I think Silver Seek's talking about some dealers having financial issues. So it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts. Any silver stackers, people involved in the silver business, what's going on, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.